Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
We've gotten started on the budget and everything. We started using the Every Dollar app right away. It seems like, though, that once we get it, we've gotten things kind of ironed out in the budget, but now it always feels like there's a fight every time we go to discuss the budget, mostly because she feels like I just make the budget and then go over it with her, but she always feels like I just make it and don't give her any input.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're like me. You're the nerd in the house, and she's the free spirit.
Yeah, I guess so. Because for like the last 6 years, we didn't even do a budget. I would just work, and she would take care of the bills, and so now I've kind of taken that role.
Sure, but if we were to ask you who the detail organized person is in your house that actually kind of has a love affair with spreadsheets, it would not be her.
No, it would
be you. Okay, that's my point. Okay, so, we used to do this long riff in Financial Peace University about nerds and free spirits, and one of the things we would teach the nerds is once you lay the budget out, slide it across the table to her, and rule number one is shut up. You're not allowed to talk. You're only allowed to force her to talk. Rule number two is the free spirit must change some things in your perfect little budget. Otherwise, it's not our budget, it's your budget. And that's what she's griping about. Am I hearing you right?
Yes, to some degree.
What am I missing?
I guess my thing is because once we do it and we discuss it, I'll ask her, is there anything that she sees we need to change? And she'll be like, well, it's what it is. And she'll just kind of go along with whatever we did.
Well, that's just immature pouting.
Because then later she's
Did you
like,
hear
well,
me?
You never give
That's
me
immature
money.
pouting. She's having a little girl fit. Why is she doing that? I can't say anything. Even though you told me to say something, I can't say anything. Did you smack her down every time she made a suggestion?
I didn't smack her down, but but basically my point, I'll say, well, we have to take money from something else to be able to apply that to that other account.
Right. Where do you want to do that? Because this has to balance when we're done. So which account, honey, if you want to raise the grocery budget by $75, which account do you want to take $75 out of?
Yeah, and that's what I tell her.
How old is she?
And so she's 48.
Why is she acting like she's 14? This is, because unless you're really being abrasive or something in this, and I don't hear that in your voice, this pouting doesn't make sense.
Does she just feel like it's restrictive and it's just not a fun thing to do?
To some degree, yes.
If we got her on the phone right now and we said, okay, share your side, what would she tell us that you're not telling us?
Probably she feels like I'm, to some degree, because I've asked her if she can, because she's on stage 4 cancer.
Well, there's a
stable.
detail.
Let's not bury the lead there. She's going through something.
But she is stable. And so she could go out, she's on disability, so she could, so basically we've asked if she could go out and work a couple of days a week doing Uber Eats. And she's agreed that, yeah, she could do that. But then it's like every week she goes out and she'll work all day with her sister or her daughter. And then next thing you know, she can't do anything for 2 days because she's all completely exhausted.
I would be too.
I'm like, I would just need a little bit of help, to increase our budget just a little bit. Because right now we're set to be probably 12 to 18 months to be consumer debt free.
Dave is aghast right now.
I absolutely apologize to your wife for calling her a whiner in stage 4 cancer, and I've discovered that now you are the whiner. And she won't work for me, and she won't do what I want her to do, and she goes with her sister. Oh, my God, son. Did you hear yourself? Seriously.
I don't have an issue with her going and doing stuff with them.
You do. She should have been working for me in the budget. Instead, she went and helped her sister, and now she's too exhausted with her stage 4 cancer. Bless her heart. Oh, my God, man. No wonder she doesn't want to talk to you. I'm serious. So now, really, you guys need to sit down with someone and start working on your relational skills, the two of you, as you navigate through getting out of debt and, more importantly, continuing to beat stage 4 cancer. Man, bless her heart. She's really, I can't think of anything more devastating to try to work your way through than that. And that's thing one, beat cancer. Get out of debt is way down the list after beat cancer.
If it's delayed by 6 months because she can't go Uber Eats a few hours a week, that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll move at a slower pace.
It is fair for you to do a better job of drawing her in and getting agreement on the budget. It is no wonder she doesn't want to do that when you throw Uber Eats at a stage 4 cancer woman as the way to fix the budget. No wonder she doesn't want to vote in this thing because the situation's unreasonable. So you need to just say, all right, honey, I want to make sure more than anything we take care of you. And given that, this is how much money we have because you're not able to do a lot of stuff right now. And I understand that. So this is how much money we have. How do you want to spend the money? That's us agreeing on the budget, not you cracking the whip on her and making sure she goes out and earns some money in the middle of this medical situation. So, oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you want to create more margin.
Boy, I miss them occasionally, George. I missed that one. That one.
Well, I mean,
that one drove past me. I never saw it coming.
You would never assume that.
Admittedly, the lead was buried.
Yes.
We had no idea, but oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So here's the deal. Let's kind of recoup for just a second away from Adam's situation. In general, my wife is the free spirit, and it is not her nature to do conflict. She does not want to enter into discussion about where the money goes or whatever. It's easy for her to say, whatever you want to do, honey, which is a cop-out. And so we've learned over the 30 years of doing this that we say, no, that's not an okay answer. You have to give input, you have to take ownership, and you have to change some things in the budget so that you are in agreement with this wholeheartedly, not with your lip stuck out. And I've got to, as the nerd, I've got to back off and give her lots of emotional and conversational room to be comfortable and safe in making those changes. But if every time she suggests a change, I sigh loudly and roll my eyes, that probably is not going to invite change. Yeah, and honest input.
You're never going to get to unity through apathy. So you've got to have people who care about this.
That's a line.
We're out of line.
You can tweet that line.
I'll tweet that. Does Twitter still exist? Are we still doing that?
X or whatever the flip they call it, but pre-Elon. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, never going to get to unity through apathy.
You got to have two people who care.
So directed at the free spirit right there in general. Plus or minus stage 4 cancer. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.